Liaison is a high-stakes thriller series that will premiere on Apple TV Plus on February 24th, and I am joined today by Vincent Cassel, who plays Gabriel Delange, a French spy hired to find two hackers and retrieve the vital information they hold. Vincent, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
So your character has so many layers to him. He's mysterious, smart, charming, but also ruthless when he needs to be. What kind of preparation did you have to do for the role in order to hit each one of those characteristics?
Well, apart from the fact that he speaks a lot of different languages, which was, let's face it, kind of a hassle for me because Arabic is something that I'm not familiar with. I had the luck and the opportunity to meet up with some of the guys who were actually mercenaries on the international scene. And even though they gave me a lot of really interesting information and stories of, how they lived their lives, what I was scanning in their physical attitude and the way they moved and the mood they had is that they were very lonely people and very normal. They don't look dangerous. They're kind of funny most of the time, I guess when you've seen what's going on behind the curtain and you know how it works, how the world is run politically, really, for real, not what you see on the news, you become very dark and cynical. And I guess to cope with that, they need that kind of casualness and this sense of humor to not take themselves too seriously.
Okay, well, we see Gabriel face many different situations in the series. What values does he hold on to and part of his core self when deciding what his next move will be?
Well, the thing is that those guys, are people you can trust. If you're the one who sent them on a mission, only. And so, you have a goal, and whatever it takes, you will do what has to be done to get to that goal. Meaning that there's nothing to prove, There's no machismo, no bravado, no muscle, or no appearance needed. It's all about the result. And that's interesting because nowadays, there's a definition of what's being a man. So it would be not to let people make fun of you or, and it's not like that. If you have to look like a wimp for a long period of time to get to where you want to go, it's not a problem. It's not something you have to prove to yourself. It's what you have to do has to be done because that's what you're paid for. And there's only a few hundred people in the world who are in that position. So they are very valuable people. Everybody wants them. The Brits, the Americans, the Israelis, people from Arabia Saudite, people from the Vatican, the French, the Italians, you know that these few people in the world, you don't call them actually, you contact them through an agency most of the time, like in series. You give them an envelope with a few information, how much it's going to cost, and that's it. Then you know that this person's going to go around the world and what has to be done will be done.
Well, you can watch Vincent in Liaison on Apple TV Plus when it premieres globally on February 24th. Vincent, thank you so much for your time.
Cheers.